Gareth is away for the next month covering the World Cup, and let me say, we're really going to miss him here at the Casino Rama Grill Room. Isn't that right, Steven Sandor?
Sure, we'll miss him.
Will Strickland, you going to miss him?
Absolutely.
Nick Solsky, scale of 1 to 10?
I'm going to miss him like 10, man.
There you
11,
go.
maybe 12.
And in honor of Gareth not being here, I have unbuttoned 2 buttons too many. Just like the way too many buttons undone, Gareth. That is for you. This is the Casino Rama Grill Room. Huge series starts tonight for the Jays against Tampa, and I'm more geeked up for it than Kevin Gregg against Angel Hernandez. So many issues to deal with. Toronto looking to exact revenge against a Rays squad that somehow managed to steal 2 wins in the 9th. Plus, Adam Lind, he is struggling. There is just so much to talk about. I don't know if I'll have enough time to discuss how evil J.P. Ricciardi got Mike Wilner suspended. But let's start with the series tonight. Just how important is this series for the Toronto Blue Jays? While I undo my button up, I'll start with you, Steven Sandor. Series is coming up. What do you think? How important?
Wait, wasn't that the greatest intro of any segment ever?
That was pretty good, man.
Intro of any
That was pretty
ever.
good. Way to start
smooth.
There you go. I like it.
Just went
passion.
Gave him time to do that button up. You know what? I don't know if it's the most important series. It's too early in the season. I know I'm sounding like Mike Wilner now by saying it's too early in the season.
Yes.
But really, it's not going to define their season right now this early in the year for them to go out and do something against Tampa.
But in baseball, the thing I love about the AL East right now is if you can gain wins, like gain places in the standing as the first place team, it is. I think this is the most important series until the next most important series. So at the end of the day,
then that's easy to say, then, Nick. I think it's a very important series for the Jays, not only from a standing standpoint, but from a mental, from a psyche standpoint. I think if they feel like they can compete with the best team in baseball and the best team in the East, they have a chance down the stretch. And I think if they show well now, when they meet these guys again and again later on in the season and they play just as well, they're looking forward to seeing them as opposed to being afraid of them.
But don't you think at this point they are confident they can play with these guys? I mean, this is just one series. I think it's important. Well, but at the end of the day, I think over the past 2 months, they've proven...
What Matt said in the intro about them stealing 2 games from the Jays in the 9th
yes, they did.
Means a lot. Again, it's going to come down to what Cito does as far as his game management, what these guys do as far as understanding what it takes to beat the Rays and what they need to do overall as a team to continue to keep pushing toward being that team or even beating that team on a consistent basis.
We talked about the two ninth-inning losses to the Rays last week, and they recovered from that. I mean, I think, again, even if they go out 0-3 in Tampa, we're going to go, they were in Tampa,
Steven,
they can bounce back.
Let me ask you, what about the Gregg meltdown before? I mean, how does this play out? Because they need Gregg. They need Gregg to be good down the stretch. But again, cost them those games against Tampa. They're now playing Tampa again. Do you see this coming back and playing? And do you see Cito being any different with the bullpen this time versus last time? Because he may or may not have done things the right way. I don't want to say because I don't want to get suspended.
Cito doesn't change his ways, for one. I mean, that's one thing we know is that Cito doesn't go back and really second-guess himself very much. He'll kind of say, it didn't work out that time. I'll try it again. Now, Kevin Gregg, it's a situation with him as it is with a lot of the guys in the Jays. I mean, this is a guy that had some trouble blowing saves in his past. So this is a guy where he's played above expectations. Is the old Kevin Gregg going to bounce back? Is the old Jose Bautista going to bounce back? Are we going to have the old Alex Gonzalez back? Which guy? I mean, so many guys are playing over their heads right now, and I think that's why people have a hard time getting excited about this.
But the problem is, if the Jays, like you mentioned, if the Jays go in there and they lose 3 of the Rays, that's a big problem. Go 4.5 games to 7.5 games.
Yeah,
that's
you know what?
That's big. They don't have to win 3, but they got to win 1.
Mentally, they come in with the whole idea, and I think they're so loose where they think, look, the Yankees and the Rays are. Everyone thinks that these guys are going to run away with it. That we could be 95 and 67 to finish the year and still finish 5 games out of the wild card with these 2 teams. And I think that's why the team's having a hard time getting behind it. But 2, it's a building block. But for what? I mean, this year, as good as the Jays do, I think everyone sort of looks as Tampa Bay and New York are eventually going to go run away and hide. It doesn't matter if you win 90 ball games.
You know what,
or not.
though? But, I mean, when at the beginning of the season, when they're talking about we're looking to the future and this, that, and the third, these are building block situations. The Greg situation is really interesting because Cito, if he pulls this guy and if he doesn't let him play when it comes time for him to call on him, that's going to play into his psyche, not just for the Rays series, but for
hold on, guys. I got to cut you off. The man wearing the Blue Jay hat gets to have the last word about the Toronto Blue Jays.
I even got the blue jersey on.
Look at you. You're all set. You could go pitch.
I didn't know we were talking about the Jays.
You could go pitch that. We got to go to break. Now, forget about the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers. The states and Britain have a bloody grudge match since the 18th century. That, my friends, is a real rivalry. The Redcoats, they're taking on the Yankees at the World Cup. That's all coming up next in...
What?